last class discussed about the general characters of amphibian. So now I am discussing about the respiratory system of frog. So here the respiratory system is very important system. Without respiration, animal cannot exist. So because of every time food is oxidized, for the requirement of oxidation purpose, oxygen is very must and should require. So if oxygen is not supplied to the animal body, energy cannot produce. That's why respiratory system is very important. So here in the frog, the respiratory system is carried out by three important phenomena. The respiratory system is carried out by three important ways. So one is the cutaneous respiration, second one is the buccopharyngeal respiration, third one is the pulmonary respiration. The respiration is carried out by three ways. That is cutaneous respiration, buccopharyngeal respiration, pulmonary respiration. So here first is the cutaneous respiration. What is cutaneous respiration means? If the respiration is carried out by the skin. Skin is also very important, major role play in the amphibian especially. Skin is acting as a respiratory system. So always the why, because skin contains the numerous mucus glands. Mucus gland can able to produce the mucus. In this mucus water is present. In this water below the mucus glands, what happen here? Numerous abnormal blood vessels are supplied to the skin. So here in this particular area, the respiratory gases exchange takes place. So that's why the skin respiration is called as cutaneous respiration is also major role play, especially in estivation and hibernation time. Cutaneous respiration only the final treatment of the respiratory system. So pulmonary respiration, buccopharyngeal respiration, they require the energy. So in the dormancy period, in the estivation and hibernation period, energy is also, food is not taking the animal, they can able to sleeping period, at the time only cutaneous respiration only takes place. So next, buccopharyngeal respiration. The buccal cavity and pharynx, when they are togetherly form a buccopharyngeal cavity. So this buccopharyngeal cavity is also always major role playing, especially in amphibian. You know already when you are observe the frog, so frog what happen, the lower jaw and upper jaw always what happen, raising and lowering, raising, lowering, raising, lowering, that continuation takes place. When this raising and lowering, the actions when takes place continuously, what happen here? Outside containing air is enter into the buccopharyngeal cavity. The buccopharyngeal cavity is also contain the numerous abnormal blood vessels. So in these numerous abnormal blood vessels, what happen? The respiratory gases are exchange takes place. That's why second major role plays the buccopharyngeal cavity. So third one is the pulmonary respiration. The lung respiration is called as pulmonary respiration, or tertiary respiration is called as pulmonary respiration. So in this pulmonary respiration, the following important parts are there. So one is the respiratory tract, other is the respiratory organ. The respiratory tract contains the following parts. There are several: external nostril, nasal chamber, internal nostril, buccopharyngeal cavity, glottis, larynx, trachea, bronchus. So these are the parts of respiratory tract. What are the parts of external nostril, nasal chamber, internal nostril, buccopharyngeal cavity, glottis, pharynx, trachea and bronchus are the parts of respiratory tract. So here this first one is the external nostril. So below the snout, it is anterior to the animal body, a pair of external nostrils are there. They are communicating to the where nasal chamber. So nasal chamber is also second pathway of respiratory system. So it is always maintained in the nature. And numerous mucus glands also present. Hairs also present in nasal chamber. It is recommunicated to the internal nostril. So internal nostrils also recommunicate the buccopharyngeal cavity. So buccopharyngeal cavity is recommunicating the glottis. Glottis is the opener. So like that, closing and opening of the respiratory tract. So these glottis lead to the larynx. Larynx also is also sound producing organ. So sound producing organ also covered by the cartilage bones that they required. Arachnoid, pre-arachnoid bones are covered with the larynx. Larynx can able to sound produce. So it is recommunicating the trachea, windpipe. Windpipe always open in the nature. So because of cartilage rings are there, through the cartilage it can take the support, so it will not collapse. Always it is present in the form of opening system. So trachea is open to bronchus. Bronchus are communicated to the lungs. So these are the a pair of lungs are present. So they are respiratory organ, especially on either side of the heart. A pair of lungs are there. So this is the bronchi is divided into primary trabeculus, secondary trabeculus, tertiary trabeculus is leading to the alveoli. So alveoli are the fundamental unit of the respiratory system. In these alveoli, numerous blood vessels are receive the blood, and also here only what happen here, gases exchanges takes place. So like that, three important ways respiration is takes place, especially in amphibia, that is cutaneous respiration, buccopharyngeal respiration, as well as pulmonary respiration.